Anganda West Coast. Anganda Mazedi Edio. Marmo Costa Morning Show. Yguazule. Unumane bre. Bawazi. Debie. Maya Belane Bomodna Fuazon. Chiamamie. Keke bebe kwa witimoya chichidieyo. Nanganda West Coast Steve Moya Kebuake. Ya kanda buaka mo. Mayepe Belane Wunmo. Mane West Coast TV. Yabeli Anganda Unkome. Na kudebie. Maya Belane unumane Fuazo Benimie. Na yabeba umo. Ni yeviri mane kame swediara. Yebwe asanka yebwa yebo anda bua kama bwa anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze yeli anda onkomo anda ekane yezwa anda West Coast anda mazedi edio marmo Costa Morning Show yguazule unumane bre bawaze debie Maya Belane Bomodna Fuazon, Chiamamie, Keke bebe kwa witimoya chichidieyo, Nanganda West Coast Steve Moya Kebuake, Ya kanda buaka mo,
Good morning, Ghana, Mabahe, Damane, Mississippi Abraham. And the 25th day of June 2026, morning ya was it, Mane, Mambani, it was it there. Ne ma ekɔlɔsɔ ɛwɔ Ghana mani no ɛzɛ so la ma ekɔlɔsɔ ɛwɔ anda mani no titiri yɛ mani yɛ wazi kɛ yɛ ba zɔn a mami di dwuma ɔmo kyia mi bɔfra mi Emmanuel Kofi Yeboah akɔkɔ nso bɔfra mi Nana Kofi mo asi wɔne ma de yɛ kura ɛsɛ bɔ mo yɛ kura ma ekɔlɔsɔ in the world of football World Cup Ghana FA this other teams so ke ekoya your mobile queen that's what she say eboa na yaba tidbit and updates yaba yare akoso you we look at that me ko zoro awa Ghana mane no titulu ne yeba no magic ni mo secondary school mo de senior high school yekra FAB me ko zoro is it that yeah, teachers is that you bonus respect and I can more present but with ya young say you could more na as a discussion is it that the teachers have lost respect that is why we are seeing what we are seeing and cricket say you can discipline ya and secondary schools here I can't hear discipline but then you may know cry in various schools a crime bay one this discipline a chicken and that's what I say for words of motivation so if I bro na come can be yaba yaro so ya was it there ne one jumakumo is or yazin more the program bro mele Greater Grace School. Greater Grace School, your child is safe with us. One year come Greater Grace School, you can be a common cricket, a kenny. Yes, upper entity, baba, upper discipline, upper school more very respected teachers here. Na my young way, or various secondary schools here. Many for Greater Grace School. Na kenny, you're a day or or babazo or nyamane eyele hwanzo na yaro yenyi na ya kokrobaba academy school fees me as a cry as a sola you want to say the baby ke ebi kwa ozo ane time anaka time mo afa ejuma say cry ha dwene a mo yak de bela from Greater Grace School so be cry be yeba mo emi be ma ko bojuma ne akwa fa wo ga as a sola mo kura ba le ma kujukala professor your healthy meals next snacks here from Mongolia. Educated bela sakane a sausage daddy more what you call menu intimations and more in the belly and bellies which and bellies a warm more probably bunko being kama some before somebody. And that's why your doctors and nurses our school kenny when madwin kɛ omure yɛahyɛ no ba dabi Greater Grace was any more team, what kind of soccer, we take a health into consideration. I could put a teachers support there, my fatahan, cricket, your teachers more. Bozuma, the able Anzi, you be clear your Kenya, but first the qualified teachers, you be clear your Kenya. Mesone, but more classes, but more, Bava 60. Minister ko class ko mba ma teacher ko da bi class kin be ne teacher me ana ka teacher ko ne handle ka mo ya ko mo kura bon na ya redie ma mo kura bahra bazuma ba the greater grace indeed your child is safe with us so after greater grace here ko aguna udu Ambrosia School in Madakane, a canela, yeah, greater Gracie, a wa. Yen the Kura Ambrosia restaurant, Ambrosia restaurant, a canny, school fees me, a lazy. Don't Japadi, more our football kayaki, a la, mele education. So education is the your foundation baba, education baba. Na education baba so about Abuna Dakashare. Ne Mele Greater Grace School. Greater Grace School, your child is safe with us. One day, I'm ho, remember, Mamsa Habena, Mamabe, Aquaba, Modibom, Yawo, Quindaz, I hear Aquaba, Waboko, on the oh, okay. And I come out this one. The blood boko mo azeso la yewo onduzu abrantie awo kese me ezuko so ezo sofuso kanisi ya fresh papa ezo blondo wa onduzu kani ezo fresh prosper anan mebe ya wani mo ahi aboko adomi ya unde na je gbomo wa kan mo fre for ojokoche me edi mama ewo alekanwa asia mo makonzi wane ya wazi de mane ya akaya babazo mu yoto ya mu ya ba ya kwashe ko do
Anda West Coast, anda mazedi edio, marmo Costa Morning Show, yegwazule, unumane bre, bawazi, debie, maye belane bomodna fuazon, chiamamie, keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo, na anda West Coast Steve moya ke buake, ya ka anda buake mo, maye belane wonmo, mane West Coast TV, yebeli anda onkome, na kudebie, maye belane unumane fuazo bene mie, na yebeba omo, na yebihiri mane kameso yediara, yebwe, asanka yebo anda bua kama anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze beli anda onkomo anda ekane yazwa anda West Coast anda mazedi edio marmo Costa Morning Show yegwazule onumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe
saso ma akaba da kumfamba West Coast TV zo Costa Morning Show ya wani ndekule ya wazi mo abiele ya brother special shout out to ebia mo bo wule kule bela special shout out be indeed in the day the West Coast TV ya my special shout out let's come in be mamho ya mo bale Quindaz kani na wani is that a couple come big na kubo na ko yaba word of sports and like football so ya
okay ma odikan ma mindikan cha ubibia or share in that whether Facebook, YouTube or TikTok as well. And sure they continue to be with us. We serve you with nothing but the best. Make sure they be like it. Now I share no comment and so ediaba. And then I pay any word of motivation. And then be careful of what you entertain today, because it might create or cause trouble tomorrow.
okay
Most of the times, let me go into this aspect because on Ghana all the trending we have this issue of pedophiles in the system, paying for like older guys. Then they'll be targeting the young ladies, they'll be trying to harass them sexually, and then by the time you realize they've turned into rapists and they are raping them. But then sometimes too, we entertain them too much to the extent that it happens to us. Which are there, we should learn how to say no when it is needed. On here, Bibiana, you have to entertain. I didn't know any pally in that, I do way any pally when you are then on June. But then you are thinking of what the society is going to say. You are thinking of what the person is going to say. Our strong, our today, our today. We want to understand that DNA. When you don't like it. So we have to be careful of everything that we are entertaining right now. Because in the future, if there is trouble, we are not going to face it with the society. We are going to face it alone. So learning how to say no at some certain points helps us. And then also knowing what to entertain keeps us out of trouble. So to say one.
All right, so I think the key word is that we should learn how to say no.
When necessary.
When necessary. When in that I don't know so don't say that the academy you pay over then number band then they please when you know very well their own wall please just say no. What of football and sports?
Okay, so
What
yeah,
for us?
yeah, dive straight into a world of sports a bit no young share and the matches ni bi na otim share na auto gwa se urban world championship, that is the FIFA World Cup na yellow bona onye fidiago kwa one enti ended down world championship ni ma Colombia Asia DR Congo shona kono I want to be Bosnia and Herzegovina and Qatar Asia Emma Bosnia and Herzegovina Asia Koni Basa Emma Qatar tun eto ekonu Switzerland and so Asia Canada ekon ebin Emma wotimi so ni eko Morocco Asia Haiti ekon 4 Emma wotimi wochem eto ekon 2 pepe Scotland and so etna Emma Brazil Beshon ekon Basa I went in one to economy a Bibia the Masana in the Czech Republic and Mexico Mexico Czech Republic economy Basa I went in one to be go back to your country South Africa and so South Korea my people why or South Korea economy called I went in one to be Curacao and so any Ivory Coast Warabo 8 p.m. Ecuador and Germany Warabo 8 p.m. Japan and Sweden 11 p.m. Tunisia and Netherlands Warabo 11 p.m. and so one so far these are the matches are in the Obitim Washe na Watogwa when it comes to the World of Championship Nima. Yes, news nim nsɛm ne de bebree ɔyɛ den ɔlɔkɔlɔ na maame fa good news wey me fe di kan yɛn nyinaa yɛ the star boy Mohammed Kudus, a household name in Ghana, a household name in Africa sɛ urban football ma aberanteɛ no nsɛntia yɛn nya efiri ne asɔ yɛn ne kam ɛhwɛ dɛ he is recovering from injury no. You find that he has recovered, let's say, 80% or 85%. Branson, what's him all your training, pana, fancy na shema, omi pa, because we don't want to start the season with him looking very disfigured and as the area looking very weak. Into me and pana, omi and them obey, ye betim. Yako yenim ewo Mohammed Kudus urban football ma yenchi abro unko abranti and edit Jerome Opoku ne asoye. Say this is the squad na Ghana fuina yes I want day kwa wo kwe ko buye ni mas na wasan woni chaba but also the only day. This is the squad that we're in. One of my Ghana for Yenenia OGA will live up to standards. While it puts the respect on the Ghanaian name no very high. Until also not waiting no or the Amayan. Young court straight to Dr. Pambo. Ghana Black Stars, any physician. Now so yeah. Yeah, or the other to go there. I wanna game against England. No, won me a 1 year pan. I want in there for free resting day. But I was na bench and I will be man or bar benny the actual time or so before and the other in the big train. Inti otum wa share na wait to do Eddie Amain. The man son Mr. Uri Gela. The Urai se Uriel se Urai Gela. Or the other to go there. Kwekubonsam is not somebody or you're there. You strong when it comes to football and other when it comes to Ghana versus England. Because Kwekubonsam is more that gidi bia oni tumi bia no so after hurricane if you hear us we sang mama yen yen strong. Na Kwekubonsam won't me hute oni tumi bia Ghana for papa yen ye play England for 1 year shishona keke. Now apart from that, won't England for she bio. Ain't he, Mr. Ewa?
Yeah.
So far, this is what we are getting. And then ended that. Sorry, after the game, Ghana football dumping what Benjamin Asari and it wasn't easy. Now, Bill raised concerns that it is not a nice thing to do because we are the same people as say or the pony nasa washing now.
I think they are just giving him the needed support, the moral support and motivation.
Yes.
Being is it the first local Black Star player, goalkeeper to man the post at the world stage.
On board
outside. Really, so I think for me, I see it as more of a moral support for my only But Ghanaians, I think you are betting your mind to what happened to Asamoah, right? But Prosper, is it a good thing? You have a bottom now, you have to play to go and sing Jamal, those kind of things. Is it a good thing?
It's a good thing depending on where you are coming from. Yeah, because you see, Central, it's not making local goalkeeper be on ball outside. On ball outside. I think he even started as a tournament or something before going into football. And from the look of things, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Going to training in Trotro, doing a lot of that, and you have been given the opportunity and you're showcasing that yes, you can do it for us. Yeah. It's a good thing for we, the Ghanaians, to be there. You see, I saw a video of the grandmother even crying when they were there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The grandmother was even crying because of how the Ghanaians were praising and appreciating Benjamin Asa. So going there to give
and there is one thing I forgot to add regarding Jed Spence the issue with Thomas Partey. They asked Thomas Shaw about it and he was like due to legal issues into and then doing my research I discovered that half of the guy's family are from South Africa. So I understand where his mindset is coming from.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if Obia bed them power ko bibini amena wina before.
He's so naturalized.
Naturalized ba? The last one
by the foreigners in us,
yes.
They even
the William brothers, even if you've naturalized, the African blood is still in you.
Now I'm saying that the England players now where the typical foreigners.
Yes.
They even hugged him after the match.
And they even understood that but the assent told until proven guilty, you are innocent.
Well, let's wait for him to come.
2 matches.
To come out officially.
He won't come out.
Why?
Never. He is never going to come out. Any all Ghanaians are doing. They are hitting his Instagram account, his X account, TikTok account. It even got to a point or turning off in the comment section. Because the insults were too much. You could see the Ghanaian celebrities going there with insults. And it's not easy. Nankasa,
but of course, so far, looking at African teams in the World Cup, one performance, can we have a small discussion on it? The performance of African teams in the World Cup.
Anda West Coast, anda mazedi dio, marmo Costa morning show, yegwazule, unumane bre, bawazi, debie, maye belane bomodna fuazon, chiamamie, keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo, nanda West Coast Steve moya ke buake, ya kanda buake mo, maye belane wonmo, mane West Coast TV, yebeli anda unkome, na kudebie, maye belane unumane fuazo bene mie, na yebeba umo, na yebihiri mane kame swediara, yebwe, asanka yebua anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda honkomo anda ekane yazwa anda West Coast anda mazedi dio marmo Costa morning show yegwazule unumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo nanda West Coast Steve moya ke buake ya kanda buake mo maye belane wonmo mane West Coast TV yebeli anda unkome na kudebie maye belane unumare fuazo bene mie na yebeba umo na yebihiri mane kame so yediara yebwe asanka yebua anda buake meba anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda honkomo anda ekane yazwa anda West Coast anda mazedi dio marmo Costa morning show yegwazule unumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo nanda West Coast Steve moya ke buake ya kanda buake mo maye belane wonmo mane West Coast TV yebeli anda unkome na kudebie maye belane unumane fuazon
Kamau akwaba mkabanka West Coast TV zo Costa morning show ye mwane yele yesome beya anda mane ye deega Costa morning show mwane ye wazi so dia me call zero ewo UAD me call zero Ghana maninu me call zero titiri ewo anda maninu ye fa ye beya some ba mwane ye kra the performance of African teams the World Cup Queen, so far so good, right?
So far so good. So far so good.
African teams, they made me a cause of surprise.
Well, we are not winning the World Cup though. But then you betting cement any existence. There at least when it comes to football, Africa so powerhouse. Because we supply them with great footballers. And then game names we are not playing bad games with the likes of Morocco, Egypt. And I think after Morocco, Egypt, Ghana is also third or something.
Ghana is second.
Second, yes.
Ghana is second.
Which means that African countries did not go to the World Cup to go and play this time around. And with their mindset are what they call, I believe one is to go and tell the white people that indeed urban footballer so they exist. And then two, they are trying to tell them that it's not every country that you can come and colonize and then it will have an impact on them.
Okay.
So I believe with one or two, although we are not going to win. the World Cup.
Are
No
you-
African
are
country
you
is going
sure?
to win. But then,
Mm.
we can go to some certain stage. We can stand on par with some big countries that they think urban footballer, they are very well to do. We can
Okay.
stand on toes with them.
Okay.
If an African country is going to win, a country like Morocco is going to win, or a country like Egypt is going to win, Ajiyam.
Without it. Prosper, the performance of African teams for Queen, she doubts any African team to win the World Cup. Do you agree?
The in some points I agree, in some other points I don't agree.
Why?
Because you see, you read Africa, some of the teams or the countries are performing well. For now, I think it's Morocco and South Africa that have qualified for the round of 32. So that's because of them. They have played three matches.
Three games, yeah.
And one day they have already qualified. So you see, Queen was saying that you want us to do more in this World Cup because of how our now could be even the Europe, they are talking about the slot now, they are or those now, but in African countries, apart from Tunisia, now away from only the way competition away from because that was a 0 point also. It's on way from that's the only the rest, you will have the big top three, right? Favorite of three for the Obabeka. Okay, for no you do them 32. A lot of African countries are inside, they are performing well. Mbimu will performing well. And even actually, some African countries are this is their first World Cup, they also performing well for us there. And African countries, we are doing excellent. We're expecting more from them going into the round of 32. So that our qualification and the young slots, and the Europeans are saying the others, when they know when they be a young slots and others, and so we have the talent and the power to also be in the FIFA World Cup if God willing the next 4 years come.
Will you be surprised if Morocco uplifts the World Cup?
For what they are doing with their FA and what they are doing, I won't be surprised.
Because so far, also have won 3 matches a year.
Yes.
They have 7 points. And Brazil also have 7 points.
Yes.
And can you imagine, right? A whole football nation like Brazil. On board toe to toe. So, well, for me, I won't be surprised if Morocco uplifts the World Cup.
Because the last World Cup, I think they were 4th, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They were the 4th runner. Let's say the 3rd runner.
Oh, okay.
So, if this time they are going forward to lift up the trophy, I won't be surprised.
Yes, we all wouldn't be surprised
because they are
if
doing
Morocco
something good.
Because they are doing well.
Yes.
They are doing well. I think Egypt too, but said that Egypt has not been consistent with their play.
Performance. Yes.
Yeah, but for Morocco and even for Ghana, we can get there.
You can get there.
Hey, plus once we can Vim in the move.
Vim in Shedda, you were like going in for the trophy, but going somewhere there.
Let me tell you about Black Star. Black Star, this is our history. Yeah, tournament. We build from game to game.
Yeah, I know.
So you will see that first match, yeah, the papa bia. Second match, no. Third match, and I want to bring ball. So for me, I won't be surprised if Black Star scores Croatia.
Oh,
right.
As for them. As for Croatia, we are going to
score them. Exactly.
If they ended an America, to me, the most dangerous country our group L and if England met Croatia and scored them 4-2, Nasa Anyan 1 young boy, and they were not able to score us. Even it got difficult for them to even get to any bypass our defense system. How much more Croatia?
But they were able to score England.
They were able to score England, and England couldn't score us. They scored them 4. They couldn't score us. and they even found it difficult playing with our players. So just imagine.
Okay.
So to me, as for me, I'll be expecting a win. But then say you could do one if things don't go okay, yeah, a draw is it's not bad.
A draw will let us qualify.
Okay.
So that one day.
All right.
But there is no way we are going to lose to Croatia.
All right. That is what my panelists are saying. There's no way we are going to lose to Croatia. What's your view? What do you think? Please just search for us on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, and all the social media handles, and let your views. My comment. There's no way Ghana will lose to Croatia. What do you think? What is your view? And my comment on all our social media handles. One, we are looking at a certain aspect of what is going on in our various secondary schools. Yakoye senior high schools here. One, there's a story that has come out that teacher ni in the school Kokura. In fact, beye mbanu die was science lab. Ma viral. As a solar teacher ni in school Kokura. Bottle blows. Bokum. 1-on-1. Teacher ni benya. Yes, school Kokura bale. More any teacher ni bottle blows. As a solar. Ye many more class about your schooling. Mbiemo pesetoke anapoke bezkeske schooling ye ni kreke me your school ma ebanti. Anasopoke yako bolia schooling ba mo ha ni be mo botwen apo anaka be chiti wo exams wasi medo admonti ba hono ya bezkeske school nye ni. One question me ye biza anaka yele tekwa elake HSA ne various esuade de kakuma wosu made school senior de ye lusu ya respect ana teachers bo lusu be respect ana men one ye me panel say me be di mo nkomo ye wo prosper okay me meeting the students what TTU, and of course he will be in a very best position to let us know what is going on. Madia Kolozro or your various schools here. Is it that your teachers able to respect and I can work but would ya me yeah in the next 30 minutes yeah discuss here. Prosper. Akwaba.
Yeah,
Madia Kolozro or your various schools here.
You see, scamper your school, sir. You need to be one more scamper, ya hold stable. Imagine, scamper, I call your school, you know, mamma, sorry, mamma, your school lecture, all right, but you need to came on more 2016, okay, yes, nay, you know what kind of more, okay, even
to school right now. Fiasek, oh, okay.
Even to disrespect a senior, that one, the kind of punishment that you will get, scamplers in any kind of to the extent of the teachers, they shouldn't punish the students. Until a more things so contribute to the disrespectment of the teachers. Because you need to work anymore, more teacher can honey. Kokrekwa would open us a call reporting a parent. The parents sometimes some of the parents support the Zabun work and saying any work any poor now teacher fair kokrea when they go to the house and they report to the parents come back to the school to do whatever you want to do with the teacher. I have witnessed one.
Okay.
I've witnessed one.
Okay.
In one of their primary schools. I went for to give money to my younger sister. When I went there, there was some confusion between a teacher and one parent. So I drew closer. And the teacher was explaining, I think he gave the student 2 assignments. A year one. Yeah, one. Now, a person, evaluate one per level. You have a book quicker than today. Teacher, a banisher.
Okay.
Then, bubble upon you, what you do over the model to come. My ballast, my message, Alice, so, young Albert,
Okay.
to
Okay, if I be is on our way.
yes.
Teachers bear respect my bolus if I be so
Some
our
is
way.
our way.
If I be so malamoska pe school mama be punish kokra, right? And I can say that times there was a seniors and the day. Even the seniors got punishment could come up on teacher for banish one kind of baba. But okay, and there's any more thing.
Man, I'm keke. Mam coming.
Okay.
All the mirror school the charity, but to my mom was SS1. The kind of punishment mom for money. Scamper is the Baba phone model.
Okay.
And that senior corporal punish student. New student why a report to my maybe a house master and I care so. The house master also about senior more. The senior punishment is more than my senior punish student junior. And all that leads to the fact that more in my teachers respect more to baby
Isaiah. Queen.
We
are looking at another aspect of my all Kodo in our various secondary schools.
Okay.
And it has to do with respect for teachers and the way and manner students will behave towards teachers. You know, is it that teachers, in quote, have lost the due honor, the due respect as a teacher?
Okay. Is it that teachers have lost their respect, their needed respect? Sometimes I think the blame should be shared with parents, the students themselves, and the teachers.
Okay.
Let me start from teachers' angle. Maybe since I as a student, main respect I was a teacher is because I as a student they are interested in me. And it happens in most of the secondary schools, any JHS, which is not very nice. I remember an incident in school. One of teachers make classmates. The person was in my class. Now, Okachen Pakunde, he's interested in the girl. Meanwhile, you are staying on campus with your wife and your kids. And then you come and tell a student that you are interested in her. I am puna on Okachen, what we found out, the kind of respect I owe my teacher, not the head. Or to me personally, I was very disappointed in the teacher because he was that teacher now. No, man, the main respect no campus. No matter what he does, even a quarter that was the teacher we could go will be my parents. Still, we respect him because we felt he was doing the right thing. Until they say they all say ope obi. It didn't sit well with us. Oma respect a year man no the whatsoever. And then some of the teachers too using abusive languages for the students. Obanema I incident e kape be hum de someone ka sample enim kasa. Nti mami so me no kasa anyhow. But then if you the teacher na let them there this is the right way I should go. If you are talking to me and there are some languages I avoid that. I'm sorry for but me there onye the right thing to say. In my next speech me So sometimes the teachers are partly to be blamed. Some of them, not all of them do. And then the reason why I normally look at the parents and this why I'm involved though, is a parent uba do school. Na ni teacher be punish no. No be catch you if you fear kuku then you come to the school and come and disgrace the teacher in front of students. Obi the best na dream there not that na teacher no here in wine then until next time no. I was a student apart for POB free abonsan form. There is no way a teacher no be then obeka sound. In some school now a free environment, mo be happy be obey obey. In other times so respect for teachers no do no then or let someone. Some of the parents will just speak to the teachers anyhow, but then welcome to Amimi Fee, you do something, even if I know at the bonding pool. The teacher no go away, you report to your mother. Mami be fifi ma we want to cook pot say inti away then go. Na so the one semi do. she will march you to the school to be caned again. But then this time around, some of the parents will not do that, all in the name of, I'm not, it's not nice. Or can be an iron of money, then my teachers no respect a wedding. And I also students in an aspect. Yeah, what perception in there, teachers man now say Waliban was.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And back in school, even I in seniors, an incident happened. This girl, or by near Form 3, so the Form 1s, obi ye BBM war, and obeka che, oba prefecture man, or boy in a mane, a lady proto, sister, why dear, no, me a faba. She mentioned her age 20 something, Form 1, and you as senior, maybe will be 17 and 16 years, you go to teacher no one side, maybe a teacher no campo, on sada hini and he be a ebi a beshim now, no younger brother be and no senior brother be one age liya ye pay. Into the respect no on sada then on back.
But must you respect somebody because of his age?
Must you respect somebody because no.
The teacher is young.
But then them not also students no one.
Okay.
Them not respect is not based on age. But then them not share students no one there. Away so you go to some school say what boot teachers painful no sin. Nka come na afen what one then what one ban. That's why most of the times I don't know quite one service na internship or SHS ni be one year they needed respect because they feel like after all you are too young to be teaching me.
Okay.
So I will not give you the needed respect, which is very bad. The perception now you're creating. I don't understand why some of the students disrespecting teachers. Because I feel like it's a very bad thing to do if you want to succeed. It's a very bad thing to do. Placing respect on the Edward drink there only in 10 years then and as there teacher another class or you jovial or no you free in 10 but so no one you free there is no way I do only be a better say even the teacher be back class now we munani or you very strict or the trainer they know what on found you free grandpa I know the trainer one cause I am sitting there then edit say into coaching. But the moment of be jovial, obeka some kakrebi no de be twem ya so. It helps all of us. It goes a very, very long way. Sometimes we should learn how to respect teachers the right way. I remember SHS. I don't know if it is because of course now me here in Mumdia. But then in my class, I never remember a teacher coming to class because one can say whatever the way it was one teacher being on our class and on MBA, but then through talks students now be a corner and said, oh madam maybe I have class most men in child depending she understood because in what now fame as a teacher on not training or students one year okay 1 year cool. But then being cool with we the students also should also have some certain limits. If this goes to the teachers, should have some certain limits. One can have and any free too much. Generation Z. It doesn't occur to us that any free too any free near I didn't and I say the moment you cross boundaries, we will never respect you. You cross boundaries and then you tend to be like and then you too close. You want to be friends too much. It's not nice. Just be free with us. Teach, discipline us, and then go.
Okay. You like it that way.
Yes.
But the discipline is so now. Actually, the rules are GES daba, member fraba.
Those rules should be revisited.
I remember. Oh, really?
Yes, it should be revisited. I was saying it yesterday that or did the rules Nina and where then walk back, we could make amendments. Maybe there was a son won't be away there one son. The question is those people at the GES office, those people that brought those rules now, and when born one anchor, would they be this disciplined? If the teachers were not strict on them, would they have become who they are today? Why is it that you are groomed, but you want to destroy the next generation that is coming?
Well, research has proven that you don't threaten a child.
Caning is not threatening.
No, but you don't put fear in a child for him to learn by caning. So on the wall, Jesus, that kind of thing, and that alone, ne mindset, the position in class in learning no crano on focus rather than focusing on cane na teacher no or kita no.
Media, I'm strongly against sending canes to class. But then after you should discipline them.
Without having a cane, how can
no, don't send the cane to the class when you're going to teach. But then if the child mistakes, make sure there is a cane available to discipline the child.
Okay.
Because to that man I'm saying, boy, can the cane ko class afaba no yon one ampo, ni embed, ni embession. Obe lose concentration. Obi after baby we one. Baby ana me try de wo abade ni one. Me some review be maybe the paper call around the one throw idea. Maybe I maybe class I should do differently. After baby is the maybe class nam the cane ba. Ade am lecture on sure what cane na because when there or kasa or throw abra me kasa made me the abeni bebo. Inti there is no way ya obe concentrate with the cane there.
Okay.
I stopped. But me make sure so there you find there akoya the bona. You no go scot free.
Okay.
Because you are supposed to be punished. If you have and parents and they will not get time to discipline you. So the school is an avenue for you to be disciplined. So why is that GES will come and tell us that you should know you what said the membrane they've revisited, they've changed, and they are knowing that they are becoming stubborn. Obviously then a future president will be sitting in the chair. No, what's not now we address it anyhow, not the aqua parliament. We will not be happy. So we should start grooming iron mofumana ban iron students no, so that they will not regret what they are doing right now.
Well, they will not regret what they are doing right now. Let me go to Facebook and read some messages. And I think the messages that are coming, but there's more on the Ghana Black Star at the World Cup. He is coming from Justice Jones. Justice Jones says, greetings to Lemoa Arthur Brace, the incoming youth organizer for Hunter West NPP. Mr. Ebua, yes, football is scientific, and the type of football we executed against England, you can only use the permittivity constant in physics to explain. The formula is 4 pi permittivity R square.
Pi R square.
Jones. I say, oh no, what electric bands are now. What?
Oh.
And
but
now
pi R square is something that I'll be a share math and consider pi R square.
Every month.
All right, so Jones, good morning. This is also coming from Papi Godfred Agri. Greetings, Mr. Yeboah. Watching and listening to you inside Awundozo Kongosua. We should get to know that in as much as Ghana held England into a goalless draw, doesn't guarantee that Croatia can't win Ghana.
Is it Papi?
He won the prediction.
Papi.
No. You know, Papi Agri is not in support of Ghana. That one I know for sure. Yes. Yeah, he's the secretary. So that one, if he's not in support for Croatia, for Ghana to score Croatia, I understand him where he's watching me and he knows that it's true that he don't like Ghana.
Oh, no, but you should also understand him. For him, he's taking emotions out of football.
I know.
Like, and surprised they do the same predict and win.
Yeah.
He's the one who won.
Or winning. Alright, so let me continue his message. The message was no, let me start again. He said that greetings, Mr. Yeboah, watching and listening to you inside Awundozo Kongosua. We should get to know that in as much as Ghana held England into a goalless draw, doesn't guarantee that Croatia can't win Ghana. This is because when Ghana and England clash, it's a derby match, so the dynamics are different from when playing Croatia, which isn't a derby. I predicted 0-0 for the Ghana-England, but if England was playing a team whose performance was as Black Stars going into the game, I wouldn't have predicted a draw game. In football, you can never say never until it is over. Keep up the good work, Mr. Yeboah. My greetings to all residents of Butre electoral area. Good morning, Queen Dazzle. Also, this one is also coming from Papi Agri. Let us not forget that punishment is not only about caning.
Sure.
In fact, you can discipline a child in so many both positive form or negative form of punishment.
But then with this, I have a question. Punishment comes in different forms. But then, don't you think that letting a child weed or hoe, if we farming one?
Okay, so that is another form, but that also is not a punishment in its own. There's
Yes.
another form of punishment.
So
not
if we are
necessarily,
talking of punishment for students, I believe that should be omitted. In
weeding,
some way.
weeding and hoe.
In some way, yes.
Okay,
In
okay,
some way.
okay.
If it is a small portion, I understand. But then a child, a punishment, then you give a child there, uncle who a great class cramp, no one. The punishment.
So for you,
for me,
looking at the current students that we have, what form of punishment you think will be enough for them?
suspension is okay.
Suspension.
Withdrawal is okay.
No, that will go against his academic performance.
So
we
Then
are looking at.
you know that next time you are not supposed to go near that thing again.
No, but that will be going against his fundamental human right to get access to education.
But it
If
is also the
suspension,
teacher's
yeah.
right to be respected.
Respect is it's not a right. Depending on the way you put up
It's all
yourself,
right.
you earn it. You get it. I want us to have the discussion such that we don't go against the fundamental human rights of the student in getting access
Then they should take
to
kneeling
education.
out of it.
Yeah?
Kneeling. Because you are putting pain, you are infringing pain.
But every punishment, does every punishment
Yes.
brings pain?
Yes, but pain varies.
So for you, Prosper, you current generation here, student, which punishment do you think is enough?
Step one. You see, as Queen was saying that reading the shouldn't be part of the punishment. I'm against that because now you said you shouldn't kill. And then Nipan also said, I'm okay, kneel down, so Queen said there.
It's something that people have been saying.
No, so for you,
for me,
what will you prescribe?
Apart from, you said the GSM
Apart from
shouldn't kill.
withdrawal.
Apart from, yes, you shouldn't withdraw the student because that one there, you can't say that, he has done something wrong. You were supposed to cane the person. I say, that you. Wait, men go nipano. Until okay, I'm going nipano, but I'm going to withdrawing. Oh no, that one there. So one, suspension. For 2 weeks, grandpa.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yes.
For you, you think that
the suspension
would
be appropriate. But the weeding should be there.
The weeding should be there.
Yes.
Okay.
They should be there.
Okay.
You be biam on my drop.
Okay. Then scrubbing.
Scrubbing is very necessary, especially scrubbing with the dry scrubbing is very, very necessary.
Then kneeling down.
Kneeling down.
Be there.
Kneeling down in some way is okay. But then here is the case, I prefer to be a bunny. Now, kneel down. It's very bad.
Okay.
But then kneeling down is not a bad punishment.
So maybe at the assembly hall in front of the whole students.
Yeah, Mr.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That will be okay.
Yes, I remember back in school one dining hall. Boys nibi, I want why you want today. I want by dining. Why you want DB from. When after that, ye what ye the what survey the ban ye na ye Buddha ye didn't. Ye won't see a commotion happen at the back. By the boys in foot to fly behind what the fame tea. Not knowing that what the saspan, what ten time. So commotion here and what the then what do pay saspan two saspans of kinky. What the then what do one quarter and 24 what the call a dormitory and you know what yet one what one bar was friend the whole school. Them times now a yenny school daughters that was a form once no or friend what una can you could jina I assembly grounds Stevenson Circle or friend no more bay or be jina or born you down in front of the whole school and he apologized to all of us for taking the food that belonged to all of us to the dormitory. I think it served as a good punishment though because since then he changed.
Okay.
He changed. The guys that were with him, they all changed in some way.
Well, anyway, so that is senior high school. We'll still continue to have that discussion. We will not end here because look, we'll have to get to the bottom of what is going on in our various schools and what we think should be the appropriate form in ensuring that there's discipline in our various secondary schools. And this one is coming from Senior Fervent. He said, my greetings goes to Mr. Bankam at Agunam Kwanta, former headmaster of Yako MAJHS, Mr. Ehuma Bedu Bonsu, and my lovely social madam, Blavo. A lot of my seniors in my locality, when we group and they are discussing the way teachers cane them, and that led them stop schooling. So caning made some people stop schooling. All right. Them topics that I'm making, it's an ongoing. We'll still go in deep to find out what can be done to ensure that there's discipline and that the future leaders are literally when in our various schools become so responsible and disciplined. Let's take a breather. When we come, we'll continue the show.
Anda West Coast, anda mazedi dio, marmo Costa Morning Show, Yugazule, unumane bre, bawazi, debie, maye belane bomodna fuazon, chiamamie, keke bebe kwa witmo ya chichidie yo, nanda West Coast TV moya ke buake, ya kanda buake mo, maye belane wonmo, mane West Coast TV, yabali anda unkome, na kudebie, maye belane unumane fuazo bene mie, na yabeba umo, na yabihiri mane kame swediara, yebwe. Asanka yebua anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda onkomo anda ekane yazwa anda West Coast anda mazedi dio marmo Costa Morning Show yugwazule unumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe kwa witmo ya chichidie yo nanda West Coast TV moya ke buake ya kanda buake mo maye belane wonmo mane West Coast TV yebali anda onkome na kudebie maye belane onmare fuazo bene mie na yebeba omo na yebihiri mane kameso ediara yebwe asanka yebwo anda buake mabo anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda onkomo anda ekane yazwa anda West Coast anda mazedi dio marmo Costa Morning Show yugwazule unumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe kwa witmo ya chichidie yo nanda West Coast TV moya ke buake ya kanda buake mo maye belane wonmo mane West Coast TV yebali anda onkome na kudebie maye belane onmare fuazo bene mie na yebeba omo na yebihiri mane kameso ediara yebwe asanka yebua anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze ne ri anda ho komo anda ekane yezo anda anda West Coast anda amazedi edio mmermo Costa morning show yegwazule onumane bre bawaze debie ma ye bela ne bomodna fo azon chiamame keke bebe ko witimo ya chichidie yo na anda West Coast TV mo ya ke buake ya ka anda buake mo ma pe bela ne wonmo me West Coast TV ye beli anda on come na ku debie ma ye bela ne onumare fo azo be ne me na ye beba wo mo na ye bi hire mane ka meso ye dia ye yebwe asanka yebua anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze ne ri anda ho komo anda ekane yezo anda anda West Coast anda amazedi edio mmermo Costa morning show yegwazule onumane bre bawaze debie ma ye bela ne bomodna fo azon chiamame keke bebe ko witimo ya chichidie yo na anda West Coast TV mo ya ke buake ya ka anda buake mo ma pe bela ne wonmo me West Coast TV ye beli anda on come na ku debie ma ye bela ne onumare fo azo be ne me na ye beba wo mo na ye bi hire mane ka meso ye dia ye yebwe asanka yebua anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze ne ri anda ho komo anda ekane yezo anda anda West Coast anda amazedi edio mmermo Costa morning show yegwazule onumane bre bawaze debie ma ye bela ne bomodna fo azon chiamame keke bebe ko witimo ya chichidie yo na anda West Coast TV mo ya ke buake ya ka anda buake mo ma pe bela ne wonmo me West Coast TV ye beli anda on come na ku debie ma ye bela ne onumare fo azo
Memao akwaba.com famba Costa morning shows akashede West Coast TV yawo akunada ADB Bronsane Esulo akene ye wa apa mada yeni anzibela West Coast TV ya boaze a mekolezoro ewo anda mekolezoro wa Ghana mani mekolezoro wo oyuade muatin ye fa eba yesomwa wane so ye waze na ye waze de a na ya wo yentem keshe yeni benya Honorable Charles Kobina Ansa, former assembly member for Kotopo electoral area, is also a double as communication team member for the New Patriotic Party. He's also at the constituency level. He's vying for the position of Deputy Constituency Secretary. Mnibe wane mwa
Yeah, my brother.
Abokoye.
Amabashi.
Otopoma.
Otopo boko ya Harizoma da chicken. I think Mezi just last week happened to be third consecutive times. And this rainy season more ya Harizoma but Kakanwa is I think Mamzi Mozambeda in Jacofield. Okay. Bente say about what Mazari and Daki. Utupo zuri medere dianti I think njuko be meka won nti since then I play three metre medanga ne po utupo
but I think MP
yes o mention ngwazo kan misima kukwa bi super kokole misima I think the first incident is really look on orihini ekese wo wakra but within 2 days time like look on kan interview jikin okay tell the blood of Quran and Otupme the blood of Asum Rocky. Na mommy Zurema de Escape. It was a plan cake cooking a can in your codo. Take it down zero. Zray and 1 year where were your movement but Otupo de Boko.
Oh, okay. That's all I were yesterday. Your neighbor, Honorable Pascal Kweku. Pascal Kweku, the executive constituency member for the New Democratic Congress. National Democratic Congress. Believe one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yameza ya domini. Young day.
Okay. And Baba.
Oh, na kame. It evident everywhere. And Baba.
Abang Papa.
I am a
Ega man be man ake.
Oh, ege me biela. I am a Yagama Nikum. It biela. Yeah.
Okay.
Good is more will benefit together.
But the way Mono can Baba, but be more soon. More by Wenzo.
I'm getting me.
To make many more benefit here beside Baba.
Yeah, that's a visa. If he's ready, I say, yeah, ready. Me more cable and me.
Okay.
But deep down within them, the music things are better.
Okay. You create more equal in terms of area of utility, more the electricity and water. Lecture bella PURC more but mandate ke be increase tariff ya. Lecture baba ke kranie mo ye to ya na ke kranie me ye use scape ka ke bele bi be kana mo. Na mo bele kana de 3.49%. Yeah, but back now. As a solar, Nzomeyano must be increased by 0.85%. 0.85%. Anka idedika and baba de manka as an increment in me is a ebazi ana Pascal. Anka spoke about Tizro, me anka and baba.
Anyway, ma'am, we go on a museum. MP mo. That be as Kokole. Miss Modi Cabramo. Them sema. Angada Bani mo. Yeah. Bossum Yawachi. Bro.
Maybe.
Never be the weekend. Anka no baba ya de me sake ibas.
But the news report.
As well as a buyer. But we are running a country. And PRC operations say it is embedded on cost.
Okay.
Say mostly the increment is based on 4 aspects. Here we create inflationary rate, we create the dollar rate, here we create the cost of utility, the cost of living, because there's any more program. Here we create the inflow of the services mobile provided to the general public. And in more link than okay, say you create the oil sector, like the energy sector, scampe oil medical blah, and it affect it biela. Create power generation is one. Apart from hydro, we depend solely on the thermal. And thermal is also if a crude year fair. It is a oil is a almost quatria price a cosoro. It is a cosoro definitely say it affect production. It is a bakake bit 10 in a way, it did the baba we as consumers say it did the woman in the room. But my dad crack a year one.
Okay.
Yep, polite. Yep, in Zulu. Indeed, we only plead go okay. The Camoboroke, it was already given by Raz, given my say. It did more. It is solely on government decision. Because the government question because we have a listening government.
Okay.
More say the only government where more creating it be the Silu Ghana. It is a want chili government coming to our aid.
Okay.
It in free Mukaguta, but that's a red flag. But Guta for me is a red flag. It is justifiable. They have every right to because more we use power more.
So for them, they are saying that governments should suspend. Do you agree with Guta?
To some extent, yes, and to the large extent, no.
Okay.
Yes, because ABR conversation ya kozro because we meet with Lansana by Bazadi Babu outside. The ABR but suspend the back of scrappy or be yaki. Basically, they should suspend it. Means definitely somebody could more.
Okay.
But that's maybe but that's issues with the figures. It is about suspend Edika because they know what they are talking about. Until they come on, okay. Say your great political beer of as a chicken. Okay. For what I'm good, it is not even up to 1%.
Sure.
And your power system is coming hammer yenny. Any continuous use of the temani. Being as a more easy get temani, you see it, it's going to be hydroponic. I don't think there should be an issue. More it's like you drag it so much.
Well, my say the mediation kramasaka ya dragging. Minority have also come out to say indeed the tariff increment should be something that should not even take place in the first place. And indeed during your time there were increments within your party when it comes to as a utility, but this time around coming out now minority is saying oh that be or more here utility done more. The question is it a genuine core and mere politics?
My brother Madasi.
Okay.
Mama Pascal. I think my first time on
yeah set is
okay. Mama say my son Mizzy for so many long time but nearly a year when it comes to communication research program miss me. Na mama is also convama and dama on BT. Yeah, I info in Gizemo team. Not forgetting my own chief Nana Yorametos Anna. Me double staff of Regional House of Chiefs. Missing about Utupuma be cry nti missing Utupuma so. Na me party in Bambani from national. Yeah, president candidate more yami adumia Elezi boot. Magana me more team bon in new children edi. More yami say adumia come 2028 whether rain or shine. You buy present take my I'm the more papa Dr. Mahama Baumia. Missing a sonoko. Now Mizema, your original executives in what team? Mizema, your constituency executives. More chairman Kateko Fila Imua. And the day you're vetting, Moko, election.
Oh, okay.
You're vetting, me not Lepo, Ugazro, party office.
Okay.
A more technology, I want to come back. Remember, all the candidates in my team, all the best, including myself.
Okay.
Or in the vetting more, I'm a Zemoti, and there are so many. A boy painter was a more by now, Bella, and a better per hair on care. A boy the medical details because a how it easy, old Mark on a by the easy. It takes minimum as a be ready care back here, Zujima. Sure. Me able to care, you we come here, I have a busy world. Moke, where was all your zoom sooner than you couldn't do also make his bill and your financial money.
Okay, so go pay the software.
All right, talking about software. Facebook message. I have a message for you. It's also Bentum Richard. He said, "Power is sweet, pa. Pascal is looking fresh, pa."
And she said, "I'm a papa, but
okay. Oh, okay.
Come on, one is yeah. Eti, my brother. Amen. Very brief.
Okay.
Remember, moko any program, whether TV or radio. Mujiko kuma makalake. Ability ke me the known MPP communicator. Yawo onkombo ka se adia bi oda na the MPP ni ntimo. E kan ke me the startere a onjoko me bezi yan ya. We ke the be on be bra ni opposition ya be. Nti set date ya that because e dia. Nti ma aka mo onjoko be bra ye ni bo bi o ka mo be saba papa ba. But ground so na ya ma sinya. Amafusu. Nti say ababori na sa kan e bi kan ke nti ye no mame madam Charles me personal session e ke ye no ki e firma the general public
Okay.
the illiterate asuke say yini ko bo ma wa ke you all live in it together e wa mo se mo tie ke mere ke amafu sumo monu and that is very dangerous sign to NDC because 2024 the one more NDC member branded bon ni njokoma hanene e man NDC member fruiters also fruiters ni the illiterate the entirely no they have the best alternative. So let's give them the opportunity. Therefore, Durambe Broom, a bit of city in the history of Ghana, a bit of city. Look at the number of seats in this city. But it is war. The more tea laid and more. I want to buy burn. And I go for it. Yababo Brebela. Kojokum, Yababo Brebela. Eti, I mean, they care. Senior Mam like care. It's not about NDC MPP.
Okay.
It's about in the correct camel and okay. Party maker, some like escape. No to Puani. And this was right. Yeah, you could tell me like to say, sir. I think I can say to one of pickers and do Gazia. No do as well. Some boy, even some bamboo radio. More the party in power. Government, bomb boy, MPD, and Boa Babazo. And see, your style of communication is not about care. Change the connect but yeah, tiny video. Also, issue I don't think I can remember the Pascal also debate here. What the also tariff issue because missing better communicators more, more. Then times you come back. Madam, what you care? You see the better tariff. A correct a rising a good personal scap here would market of your jury about 3,000 Ghana per bag. And this man. All the cocoa community simultaneously. Ke MPP man yedin grow. Uskomo work a banning. We are supposed to pay them 6,000 Ghana cedi. But we do our bar so increase pricing. My brother, ya ali adake ya way. Cocoa man in the bush because anke problem ejina. MPP man sabe ni yezi hwe. Mo ya worry Ghana mabuka tai. Anke ba price dey anke jina ozola. But in them na dey yan so cocoa farmers bush. If you that can good buyers, car, and the one ya. Sometimes you could call him a ticket that a year bomb by the media, my discover grounds, Betty. For a bit a good buyer. Now more busy, cascap a bit make this, sir. Miss Memo by the end of good buyers, you. They are hardly to speak out, but by able to go okay, yes, by the blood of a day. Any a hobo. Good price come out, MPP. You have a good price, you jury. Baumia Valley was all good boy policy valley care. It's about time okay reserve good be. I'm a sandwich bar very stabilize the economy. O square ya packet of go can. Ya create the breakfast if I can. Yeah, but drama of very diarrhea. Ye clear very man be. Within 4 months, more of go chimen my city, a competing with mother dollars near by one somebody. My mother's capella. Good buyers, Busu. Good buyers, Busu. In there, I think my brother, good, yeah. I am Busu like Charles Mumbo facing. My brother, good, price, yeah, you know. And there, a bimela boxing, it on good, it do good, better not see out on Cascabe. Samiji Fiare, a guy, a no. And there's a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So tier 3 medals all many more to them, can. Mbaba tier 2 mele medicare Victor money Amazon Ben Love mo aha bomo be refinery asana momo so baba was Samijefi tier 1 and the price e be koto me boss ni what the good thousand car but the me la homo mo bo good halade because makoko to ne asa wokake the good you will be 1,200 per Brady.
Tier
3 mine. 1,200. More a day. And about the goodie, but this way 1,000. But it may all day 1,200. That's a quarter family 1,000. Yeah, my brother will know and and almost was capable James. Somebody from a level that can care. What is a threshold? A specific period will come on. Say, can I say, Madame, what tier 2? Good in the barrier. Whatever by vocalizes. okay, but revoke all licenses. But it must campaign. You have all more more than 1,200 more kake. Teacher can go to 1,000. They can more kake a bit 20 good. Just one bill difference of about 200 Ghana cedi. So no could say a crack ton of gold, £2 and the gold £3. Look at the cost involved. So you couldn't lose one. So bosu. And I said that better the rubber farmers. Rubber farmers. In the bosu. So almost it's like a biller. But will show out. So bedeke. Na time you could tariff. My brother, Ghana, I'm a more here than no. Promise more money yet Ghana mine. Cause you acquire. And you will come on. Say movements more. In your price is nearly how a one, fuel. Ye two, I was all tariff. Because yes, says more by your business in chicken, but on don't issue, cocoa drink no so money. Lights, bro. When we are scratching my day and looking any, many more tea will go do a bella. But what I am putting behind do so little more tea will say yes, sir. Can you say boo? Not still increase pricey. My brother, a better I want cherry. Baba Payas campaign. So, minority, my baby can't get here by the opposition in the but no. Bejima care boss me, money Ganama. But in my amazing ways is like cause or ever promise there. Meti, be make sure ECG can a boy was so. Ghana, senior, a boy beer, more, but I mean, was said, as you was post paid meters. Senior agency. Belly was so. Belly was so parliamentary. Beggar, the bear more the baby of because Ghana man, gradually, including Mazan this more drama. They are disappointed. What handing into relevance in the cause of a promise in here.
All right, Mam Hoy and Libya Pascal Kenny. In Libya Pascal. ECG. Utility tariff. 6 years, so what's a my poor Maka family. My defend this one. Scap say Baba do Lorry Finn near mark account. But meanwhile, we also saying the economy is stable. The minority create indeed mobile ye kai hwanezwa and people be ye kikra. For you, is it politics and is a journey for the good people of Ghana?
Okay. Before I proceed, when we clear false assertions, boomer you see that. He say first he say NDC gare by the cocoa prices. The one is Ghana. There is a centralized system more purchase cocoa. Inti cocoa we LBC's moboto from the farmers, your former cocoa border. Cocoa is the government determine price. Cocoa prices are determined by the international community. Now, he say we see yes, because there hasn't been an occasion more cocoa prices in tea. When money is smoking your cocoa, my baby, so we are boom boss smoke by the action. And Divoire is the way Divoire. Even Cameroon crumble, credit Cameroon, no smoke cocoa because your price is baba. The price more say I may is running. Cabernet Moque better care. The money as smoke for command, can't be mess more gay balcony. If that is a false assertion. Now he was also talking about Baobia instituting gold board. In Ghana records bulletin, it don't know Baomia Institute good board. Baomia is a good for oil, good for reserves. Reserve me that Bank of Ghana equal duties a deal like a reserve resources. Intimate is a policy more wakani. Baomia Vagaria is a constitutional mandate something more by Bank of Ghana by now. Baomia is supposedly good for oil at the time more. The international community by there was nothing you could do until fine. You go the way you save you Bank of Ghana. You very hot you oil. Me it was because of crisis and which more baza valuable room what ye value there. It did a babum puma second so. Miti ma a kind of so with them. Now it can be good prices. Nimizikaya can go for ya a utility tariffs. Would you go? But you could believe woman ya ham.
Ojokobe Sanfa, Ojokobe Anka.
Whether you go remove ya ham. A good prices. My brother, you will is Ghana, she say. This time, yeah, just started a bit more, but started refinery, chicken. Refinery, yana. It is something new more. Government here encourage. You go do more international, you have got on here. Inti, you say easy, PFK. More, you produce work as in a for price if ever. Meet is a tezura. Come ready to more ato. No, I have one man. Then you couldn't the prices, don't want to tell you. Commercially, sabi ya razu. Miti se ni tezura definitely sato dezo. Amoza so wa hanu na irebe wan bi wa fo a. Na di mo so afa aroko ka me na welu zuko kezi de tezuro. Yes dabi. Ma me de me isakam tuo zukara ma. And the business e bokaka. E bi la business e.
Anyway, talking of gold, this is coming from Nana Yabuache.
Okay.
Yeah, viewer. You see, gold price has reduced drastically and is affecting gold buyers. Imagine buy gold for 11,000 Ghana cedis, and now it's going for 10,400.
Okay, so
yes, it has reduced, but now who cause is the government in the deliberate attempt is the gold as well? No. Factors be it affected a good price. It is a bam 20, mukum to yam bam 20 mawa. More here determined price. Now you are telling me no, this time you go the adodo, me adodo is a wakupo mavami yoshi. Is a coming to zero. They be say yawa ye bule basura. This company be ye me. Into no samtizo. It is a metazura. Definitely say I've had the mamma number. Because when that's no concord, they have the number Mahama Doni at a lower price. But the zero, yes. But we can't say it is the government here, because government is also a to any higher doni. Indeed, those are the dynamics more second. You started the NPP more 3,000 markets as at that time, Nani the national market, no more sana or a bag of cocoa motor. You cheated on the farmers, and it was clear. Now there has been a threshold. More, no matter what, a farmer's best 70% me like any more. I had better yet beaching. Indeed, records yes, it is something more. It is evident to be educated. That is there is a 70% threshold. Indeed, a more very a message. Yes, good price but the government here does right. The Kakumo government to go here a question. Rumo be determined price. The government here determined price. It is about Tezura definitely. Yeah, money. Yeah, I expect to get money. You be a Kakaka can do it. Game a brother or Kakamo do it. Now you also made mention of a couple of a year to a doom solid. As a one city a more for darling a fuel is it. More fuel issues here, but scrap it off. And even the proceed, bear or Esla a Kakama, as any setter a dirty money or can you clear, you paid free. But you took a e-levy, you extracted e-levy from us for about 4 years. You couldn't account for even what you did with the e-levy itself. Easy, but there is an evidence. Uzugoma lady posi we lady a view to as a kaki. Into yachich money, though ye more easy, there are hardship. But say we should even thank God can this I don't know. Because at the MPP and you because upon all the new was up was right. Russia, Ukraine war you still a book. Now Iran,
US,
Israel, US, Bezumara, Bokum. But we don't cite them as the reason why we are going through what we are doing. Because church money, and we need to manage the resources more. The yellow blame you was on a external factor. Yes, external factors you more data working, but you cannot always blame your woes on external factors. The bomba camera there may again. Edi agane yenu so adu waneke ya junike oh ma for bon kashirebe. Dabi say you there is a cause and effect. Effect it cause it. Intimo makagabrani the pointing to the cause. Makagabrani pointing to the cause. Intino brother I can't find it. I'm Zampon can't find it. Hey, tariffs me for the minority to step in the I don't think they have the moral right. That is why I didn't even mention them, but I made mention of Guta. Minority, but say political point for score. You did same. Would I give you reasons? At that time, we were in severe hardship. You did worse things, but in less than 2 years, scam people oh, they were managing the economy better, which is false. Inti brother, I can have you yet in the baby.
No, but Isaiah, I think PRC is citing exchange rates.
Yes, and come on,
as one of the reasons why they are calling for the adjustments.
Yeah.
Another one is inflation. Another one is the operational cost. Now, as in your name, when we take exchange rates, okay, and they have let us know that inflation rate is stable. Yeah, for inflation, valley from 23%. Now inflation is around 3-point-something%. So why do we then have to cite this one as a reason? The mobile year and baba area. Mobile year mobile tout. Oh, CD dollar is stable. Inflation area. Why do then PRC have to cite this one for the reason for incremental adjustment?
Brother, what can I?
Me too.
Introduction. I made mention of four aspects, and you have mentioned 3. Yes, inflation, exchange rates, operational cost. Yes, inflation rate because the system is said that in review on quarterly basis. It is inflation. Say a slight change, say it affected cost of living. It system is
okay.
It is inflation is stable. Inflation is stable, but you create the period the quarter inflation is it that stable? A dear and a man so it will affect. See the background also it will affect. Now the exchange rate. Fine. Dollar rally to I think 10.2. Now what is the rate of dollar? The dollar to CD. It's about 11.
I think it's around 11.
11 point I think 4 something. Definitely it will affect because include the dollar before that. But it is a changes bono it will affect. It's a systemic something more working.
Okay, so sorry. Yes. So the dollar to the CD is 11 CD is 18 pesos.
11.18. Yes. You can compare 11.18 to 15.9. So definitely we are doing better than you. Brother.
Anyway, so you think that the factors are justified, right?
Justifiable. Justifiable because sabi yedi many. Nti ma shasa ma ke yedi many. And the bla mo equity oni saka mojoko. The bla mo equity oni saka mojoko. At the be mo 1 cedi. Scampel and bado let's say 1 cedi 10 pesos. Madintie. Sabize. Any difference bla mo ya hot to your favor ni. You ask questions. But sako na This time it is a 80 pesos, and then there was always a money you could okay, it's a bonus. But the problem with it on the Mensaka, okay, it's a legitimate call, okay, by Guta, not minority, because they don't have that moral right to talk about the passion.
That's why you are not being fair, because that's over the citizens of Ghana, and they have every right to call for what they think is better.
Yes, they have rights, but they do not have that moral right. That moral, the moral qualifies the right.
I'm side senior.
I think there are basis for the adjustments. One has to do with the inflation, the operational cost, the exchange rate. I think it's justified. The more it is, you don't I don't think for us to continue to enjoy light more, enjoy it. The increment is okay.
I don't say, maybe that, mommy, me blame you that much because if you are mechanic, a party national, and we are communicating, including the president. If you are information is more from the communication aspect, and if you are no can be say my a present can me communicate became what say ebia say you familiar with ebiem dia say you familiar so with ebiem dia maybe say we ke bia you back na idedie bazabo njukumo bazaba hane ka ekeke bomo also utility fuel crisis moti bomo bala site anything ke bia ebia some factors be ma AI na I'm here near site Ukraine Russia.
I didn't say we haven't blamed our wars on external.
I can't pack on Burma. Okay, say this a day. I'm the most here present my house. Say Abia and the tea. You think okay? Go back and take it was about to call my. Sometimes me politics of equalization. Yeah, my become going to that. But per my hands, my mama clear example. Okay. The chebula abramo fuel price start to rising. Don't you care from Mahama? It's a fuel price rising as a result of US Israel economic senior service at there. Oh, sorry, it's Israel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm for public, I'm for numbers like maybe intelligent. You knew fuel prices, sometimes also more external factors it take effect also. Me abramo NPP abrazo. More in the midst of also Ukraine, Russia, more because 2016 to 2020, Nana Akufo-Addo MPP Amambu. My brother, you were 2020, yeah, COVID development have a word more. Somewhere around July 2022, yeah, Ukraine, Russia, my most of our medieval there no. So MPP is second term. Yeah, some general so it took both leadership. You very from 2022 also 2024. But near can and this more communicators. Yeah, Papa Mahama is a crown. Mama po make some emphasis because as on Ganaki, Accra more a local Ukraine. Sorry, Russia. It is about 7,000 kilometers. Also comes with here. No, is it 70,000? It is we quote 70,000. Yes. It quotes about 70,000 kilometers from here to Russia. So we cannot base our problems on that. Now, US look at this far distance, but how does it affect Ghana economy? But on the same thing, and in the case they want us to believe Israel, US, may they effect for fuel prices. No, it didn't work out. I can't. See, also money, nobody bomb Mama can't for the file. But to money, cause everyone, parents more. I defend there. In the moment, I can. It also has a justification. I met it. I met it. A better also contradictions. So, Mam say, Ghana man, Nyandama, Yebiti. Oh, issue about also price mega tariff more make justification in what you see, you want us to believe that justification is you. and I believe it. But during a bill, my brother, I say it was as a result of mismanagement. That was their I mean, better mobile studio. They use the word mismanagement. It's as a result of mismanagement. Yeah, museum, but in there, do me a new way. But I try to take care. I can make it me what justification. Me say, me say, papa. You try 4 years, you can't go double 2 years, huh?
You return 2 years.
Oh, you okay? You 2 years. And me say, many susun udo bela mom kan ka mvada mona mona ka me say in the lake do kobelo. Baza Professor Jampo. And that one there for this also me did yeah go online even NDC MPC by the communicators they are now find difficult to explain some of the policies by Baza this man in the 24-hour economy the mail okay and therefore prior to election after this man care about 10 years a bit of more different explanation to the 24-hour economy
133
yo na in there and scape me say buy a market scape ba divert buy a market here into scape market me wa andake market mo MPP ajare obegina fa we come say e dey ka dey say we obi ogwara na ma obegina 24-hour economy ma be dey hola na ya hare ma be da ya hore anake ya hare eti me say ye njuko be me kan me ekobra ni ameseka ebele minority ma baka mo yo say oh bele propaganda enti ye edi ne wake na yini ijurugo muzemu eti o nti ye njuko be me kan but 40 voters in the bazabu mo was online mo awushi mo be rufu den betire no nti ba brand MPP ma ka say be say da me ye de bonsam kwa ma hama ye part of baomi a ene ye part na akofo say bo mo pode mememe mo be enne ma won ke Ghana ma aru baka ska ba ma na akofo do ne baomi ba ala no so abofo because ma ne be keskape agenda 111 look at the kind of policies more there ya police more even the one ke MPP ma dey pe baomi a na akofo do say ne board twen pa ko yimi because police me for ali more team baby o come on implementation area it has its own challenges but it take very bold step look at the free SHS more it's only easy but it take a bold step it can bala pascal exercise can benefit be and skit the cream kote
I'm the last born.
oh okay yo
Example my better.
Ma bahana ba mo ke you also have agenda 111 agenda 111 be yele be research o survey be yele can no okay ever constituency bela and the municipal bela nya was person come kaya you want to more but we nursing train more by nyejima be yele ba ho be nyejima ba yeah man yeah do my agenda 111 more ever this should be so fortunate care Hunter was said there was one of the three agenda 111 more commissioners in about out and the clear men and white elephant recently also constituency me BNP yeah okay but me agenda 111 wasn't their promise their promise was that 24-hour economy market meanwhile they didn't even promise us with 24-hour economy marketing but in there they say about promise Ghana ma can buy agenda 111 so but who's come buy agenda 111 but okay between 24-hour market see an MP party e be okay kokokos meeting ma bazabe pokombo we ye mo say edwumon e have ever hand so both of you come okay yeah agenda 111 me okay apart from the demonstration amount for be more team but I tell more the bla so e jira kani elani owuremu scan the bestake fifi mo na market come what be ever man da man e hale sorry hospital e hale ke I mean yini be bre won come on drip machine drip representative the coordinator drip machines it was one of the police more MPP mobile my chance from my heart environment no wonder okay they are also back on me one coordinator because my brother every constituency has its own problem and andake about that case intermediate tenure say me 9 more say baka okay and the major challenge is the road so drip machine see rally within even it was a very nice plan at the timing
yeah can electricity
oh yes oh but yeah come on better yeah okay the timing was wrong. I might say that because you never between it.
Okay.
So in Gare Ablemone election season. So somewhere September, October, November, December. So but you started a main operation of October, early October. So within that 3 months, look at number of nine rows here. You shipping 9 rows for Hunter Wesky. 9 rows. You from machine simulate your site. One about John Ajaria Bazo. If an opposite me, BM say, "Ya go face, I have browser can fool me warning." So machine ya kupu do. Machine see 7 more team.
Wow,
More to go anazo. Ye fe more team ye fe ejima. In the matter ya back magic cra. Ya one more team. Ya but what by now. On one you really under one more poor by now because grab was money to money affair. How many affair age money? Okay, me mele work but in the matter ya. Eti andama. Mabe tell me say I mean, I put my can of Jacobelo. But I what you come over with the between tomorrow to my over my NDC. So also, did ya, so be it. Say, cause also, yes, did ya, 2028.
Namniba Mamizao, if you can't minority, the opposition, if you have power more, yeah, enjoy, stable power, more, yeah, enjoy. I could do as well, meant more, be opposite as an increment here because. Yeah, you the come on. It's a increment eba.
My brother. You see, Keme Kezon. Second part, Uncle Kepo Yedi. Metem Keke is a motini in Joko Bazama Hanyo. My brother, is a motini in Joko Emma Bazaba Hani. So, one more gentleman, Uncle, you should like in the anything like increment.
Okay.
Oh, Mamma Pakamacani. Anke NDC yare. Anke indicate the bill like increments. Anke ABT report reduction. Oh yeah, diesel, yes. Because Bangale, also situation in money a wakara one bound with Jareke. It was as a result of mismanagement. So in there, you quit Mahama and NDC government have failed woefully. And one also make the care.
Kosora. The prices of goods and services will also go up. A Kosora, it will lead to inflation. Inflation back, consumers will also begin to cry. Now, when prices of local goods goes up, it competes against imported goods near Moncau. So it comes with so many risk factors. So don't you think Maguta Ekan and what the MPP or the opposition is saying? If I looking at the consequences, Ghana manezo.
Some Mabazoro. Then with me, Mammy, I will my yellow washing. Is it come over here? NDCRA by site. Be blaming you was on external factors, which is wrong. Blaming your woes on external factors and citing the cause of crisis. It is the same thing. They are two different words. Oh, it oil prices. Oh, commodity will be 10 more. Oh, it is because of emo. It is different from eaten more because he was raw. Emo boku into eaten more because he much reliable. It's a gator more because of emo. The blood, emo intimo. That is what we experience. It is different from what we are seeing today. Even fuel grumble taxes will be removed as of a year or taxes. And this is management. This is what we call management. More at a point more.
Energy sector.
Energy sector levy has been there since. It was suspended.
Parliament very big. Energy, and I don't call energy sector.
That is the ESLA.
Every liter bella you pay 1 cedi. Every liter bella you pay 1 cedi.
That levy was scrapped.
No. It is the new government that brought it. That is, I mean, the NDC government.
It was suspended at the time. No, it was suspended at the time more a couple of years. a mobile war here intense money, the issue. It was suspended.
But it has been brought back.
How do you know?
It has been brought back. I'm a bit of fool every day. How do I know?
Nothing to fear.
They gave us some, I think, is it 2 weeks or 4 weeks? And so after that period, yeah, but that's what
No problem. Even with that, we can never be compared. It is like, say, you're compared to different entities and ideas.
Okay.
See, more with the you force it on us. You make us feel like, oh, there is nothing apart from this. You did same under E-levy. It got to a point and say, oh, say, bad by the E-levy, is going to do a workers kake. Is going to do a light. It got to a point in Ghana, E-levy made the Argentine. E-levy by the blah, but yeah, they are different. Yes, I take care. This is the cost, but you know, now the ordinary Ghanaian in one hurry, merely easy. That is one thing more. It's a cover for ya. Brother, is there any many better too? Difference will more.
Okay.
Now, question is
so cost of production will be high.
Yes.
We'll be competing against cheaper imported goods. Inflation will go high. Okay. It will affect American consumer because once the utility price goes up, it affects your disposable income. You come with so there's a lot of risk around.
The ripple effect is
very
wide.
Very good. So don't you think this is the time more the cry of Guta and the call by the minority care? No. The increment should be suspended. Don't think the government should listen to it.
Into moment again, good position is different from the minority's position. Good position say, let's suspend it. Probably until further notice.
Is this something government is going to listen to?
Oh, okay. It dialogue. Inti, you suspend it. Ne learn more jikiwe. Yeah, but he can cry. No, don't even attend to it. Mama, the necessary attention. It is two different things. Indeed, the position of the minority is different from that of that of Guta. More, Mekalake say, is here a well ripple effect. Now, this same production is in your light. Yeah, the same energy you hear, you feel producer. Indeed, Kakara. Now the power producers say they are struggling to produce. Definitely, may also say affect to production because a producer you can produce, you can also produce like your product. Indeed, in a way, it is a hand go hand come. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. This is my situation. I have presented my situation to you. Now, cost in tea is a can fight even from Tazoro. Ama. Yeah, light in there. Now you're also looking at say a better then I also have no alternative than to also increase my the price of my production. Now it will go down to the consumer. The second consumer that's on. Now this same consumer that's on it needs is embedded on your production. It is a more producer it needs embedded idea. But it's a case so it produces power. If I'm a producer, producer the needs of the consumer. Indeed, it's a hand in hand something.
Okay.
Indeed, it's a dial. Don't you want to it's a dial. Say if wakazuwa, then the power sector will collapse. Power map producers can put any of you cry. Into consumers as we consume nadia. Indeed, these are the meeting work. It is about money. We are managing an economy. We are managing governing a nation. It is a governor. You need to take some measures more. You can keep the system running. This if there is a breakdown in the system, it affects you.
Okay.
This is a lady you know ECG go. Now who goes up? Oh, say, but I'll be down Zora. Ye will pretty. That would be the suggestion. In the moment, more brother, more yet you more say. It's about you more team.
Okay. You come you more you're watching it.
That is it.
You done more.
It because say Mama didn't know. It affected me. No, Mukudokunu. But then it will still come back to government. Inflation was so. Now goods and services, government it to 1,000 me. Come no work at the government, you will do 1,000 me. Scamp the bay was 20. We need to move 1,000 scamp for 500 count to 1,500. Ndini yemu ala yako you know any. It is isi ya feti mo timbrada za kan we afeti. Ndi mo ekwe is a ke de be si ama ya ho jidikabi. It's a normal something. It's a cat too. But one thing about these people more, sometimes right after election they think about party. Party he's talking about the electorate. We are talking about developmental issues here. You are here talking about elections. There he goes again. Yes, money. But money, but manage the resources and the affairs of the day. Now, more with the other case. Oh, you know what bad, so that we know what to remember our care. Oh, that is what you because if you say, oh,
I've been in opposition before. Yes. Look, the politics may play Ghana here. Sometimes Mama Boazel mad too. Because
politics about it.
Any time a particular government is in power, opposition see everything wrong with my government here. Government sees everything right with my here. Anytime that same government opposition pay ne njomi ezenza. And that is what you are saying. Because with them the case anka NPP were power. Yet the tariff increment I that is okay. No hala. No hala.
Oh, as a question yes or no. That is when they are able to convince me.
Okay.
Okay, oh, this is and say, oh, the be easy, that's a convince okay, this is it. Yeah. Oh, is the energy a whole I can lose go say better 500 cities one more. Ah, why? Then they sit you down, maybe brief go. You have no issues.
Okay.
But one more take more Arab is a master the debate. More to change as a debate.
Okay.
So increase here. Convince me, the electorate, the ordinary Ghanaian, Mama this is the reason more I'll increase here. Intimate, but the mobile party won't do better. That is the problem I have with that. And that is the more reason why I'm good. About Hunter West, you will treat people for too long. But we see little development. It is because of this party issues. They think about the party more than the development of the nation. That is the worry. Now he was talking about Agenda 111, Bokro Agenda 111 commission. Brother, Mazam Zuma Agenda 111 Bok Commission in can be. I was there. December that now the year one work and more in the Cabo Commission. Sabakabo Commission, but oh, your commission West Coast. It means operation is started on it. Now, the measures is able to in place more. He said, welcome. It was all brother. Mama the mobile hospital will be a big no.
Anyway, I think we are talking about tariff.
No, but today I'm in
more concluded. But I have questions for you from Facebook.
Okay.
Into my whole Facebook. Okay. I'll come back to you about the whole Facebook. Okay. It's also Godfred Papi Agri Ken. He say, Mr. Yeboah, kindly ask Sir Pascal for me. Has he now noticed that the government doesn't have sole responsibility for PURC tariffs increase or decrease, or they were aware and still insisted to reduce it when given the mandate, as at the time they were in opposition? If he can recall what the president, then flag bearer and chairman, Asiedu Ketia, said about it, he wouldn't have sat there and say what he is saying.
Exactly. No, moment.
Okay, but I'm do as well, maybe yeah. Nana ya buache you say, but now the economy is good. We don't expect government to increase electricity. And what bills because dollar is doing good. Why increasing prices? Papi Agri candidate say, in any case, why were they saying about Papa Abba when there was tariff decrease somewhere last month or so? In fact, this NDC government is playing with the minds of Ghanaians. They always take glory for every little good, but do not accept they are wrong. There's a message is more many more be cry or Facebook can.
Okay.
Amen.
The first cover for person I need say is a mother.
And this a man got one. He say, please, Mr. Abua, kindly ask Pascal. So this one goes to you straight.
It's a direct question.
Has he now noticed that the government doesn't have sole responsibility for PURC tariffs increase or decrease, or they were aware and still insisted to reduce it when given the mandate, as at the time they were in opposition?
From opposition, that is the question more we need to ask. What we were saying, opposition, it was true. And only God knows their reason. This is that time it the same. Say Mokrame destroy, let's say me destroy 2 cities. Now there has been the need for me to increase by 20 pesos here. Many the amount I'm doing it did the same. Indeed, if we say Abba no only or what's the number for us.
Okay, many I think this one also goes to you said Nana ya buache, but now the economy is good.
Yeah.
We don't expect government to increase electricity. And what message. Bills? Because dollar is doing good. Why increasing prices?
Yes, because we cited like 4 how do you call it, areas as far as the increase in tariffs are concerned.
Okay.
The dollar rate is the only measure for the increment.
Okay.
He has to factor the other aspects. We have about 3 other aspects. He factors also the area.
Okay. Okay. I think
my time because I can have still say it busy. It sounds kabia the opposition ya be ebia be baba ntime bia kan say baza na kan gwa mun keke baza mo betie eni baza mo bodore abai bomo ya ba kon me ko so chas ko na sam ka be kan chas ko ba say the MP communicator ntika ara ma adakamo akan senior bama jime esimo o me ni baske ni mo be man mo fo ba sin ke baba defend ya bama jime esikra e do you come get ya no wa je papa because odukoyi malomo ni mo Ghanaian electorate mo akoye nda wane na wa try ke mo defend okay wa convince ke ijina mezo na bia e wo de be ye famo when this party because you ke mame it's not about care mo yele politics of equalization but pay mama hane akemi no make e be ko back na tedie more back sometimes some of the previous communicators be example comments or the ya fight by the or candidate the Moscape the I am the president but when you come ba hane compared to Moscape ya weke is it doesn't match to that of Bear Abba Papa Sogania because mama hane kills ya wanya mama hane Moba Mascape, Benia 2 years ago. Pascal Becra, Ozoma Manfusu. Oh, now come on, site, Naka, good by a schedule that come be so in confirmia. I'm a fusu. I think I call grounds, my comments like me a program, me a meeting also, call grounds. They could care. Ma, now, Mamma day. Man mo gas mo the name ke mo come ke me become the MP communicated ka e dey o it can never ha I meti me ko so ye senior mam say me joko bra ko bra mo maka cause ye bo promise dia meti bo wo mo de na bo promise mo za be bo promise dey bo mo de na be implement na Ghana eya ka heaven come amze mo tie pe eya bu amze mo tie go mo na mo mi so so kwa dia me ka ma shata wala le balance ya shata wala bazana chance oh NGC mama oh he say Lamborghini issue yare he say cause yeah is promise ribo cause e ma ha me an ke e baba ya nti endem Oscar Rambo star adawdo na ape ne bo do yeah I should move yes can cause Skype mojo jikena ya drama mo you be first one year mother Rambo star can you say reko bo do I can say say bo do e bi o de carry na e mo so nti e kere ke e ye disappointed ya to am e fa mama and then this government ke ba ba so so ba dia ya ke da je ke ba saka ba park bon na be filigana ma nti me ko ozo ma wo justification ma wo apa senior domo mo respect boko mako bi mo boa mo basa mo mo na me ko gas ke ni crazy zima be ameti
boko mako bi anyway yesho yele ba you like say American man wan ye ka ba yesho but before me ko do yes bulane final words within 1 minute your viewers make rabbit you.
Okay. Mo maka ha as far as in the topic like they come here aban papa ba and oh yeah aban papa mele e bi mo itie manoma nti the situation here and with them the guy say nyini ye bo say it the bo mo etai nti the follow nti be ma nsese ma area ba me ye mu akoye ye wa aboso na ye embrace na at an appropriate time we will reduce these tariffs na the bra ya kama na mkeze mi wie mo concern ko mbe mzama we but mbe ye be to me say assembly kani etukani aba head directorate the bra reke the assembly nti as a sabara fan solution boko kani ne baba board the appropriate block. It appears can you muala a health directorate.
Oh, okay.
But prompt to be by my
okay.
Yeah, viewers in Mala, I say.
Okay, I will see you. Was anyway, I think I'm up my call for vetting you. Oh, yeah. Was okay. Even in the midst of vetting Cabana, you should be preparing for vetting, but still. Assuming I work say but final words on discussion may have so
ma kan kan
Otopman is with you.
Yeah, Otopman with him pa Otopman is am pay more thing me with him pa nti ma kan kan Ghana ma be ekwa easy pa nti everywhere more be create and then one me kan like am say more thing ye pay Ghana most especially pa and yape and ebo yenube say yenube ahobo and because of the passion me with them development of hunter was into yenube ahobo edi ehawe ti we wan feel like when the brand whether we no shall say and that is the main reason why I'm on kakuma osumiji me we brand ne pekelity ene we ni scape moko for assistant secretary
okay
a deputy secretary miskeme edibelani Andama and MPP police station executive coordinators say bekrana be yeyafo sanke beniyele ruwa esha bon me win because me third time I'm contested.
Wow.
Oh yes. Wow. Me third time I'm contested. But bon me win me correct so because me shall not about with administration work. Pay me experience and interest in administration working. Mema me ka sell we come call for secretarial position made deputy NT time age on the 11th yeah for election insure ichupa na so me de belani and election was easy you go say me correct to kan ka time ichua wada ka ya to be ribo so say roman asori ni kanyo for my na ya do it, I was on every me. And I say once again, and I'm on mobile cry. Mr. Mazemoti.
Once again, Mayala, Honorable Charles Kobna Ansa Asi, former assembly member for Otoko Electoral Area, the communication team member for the New Patriotic Party. As a solar, Eveda and Wozo Anaka Yanzuka Epeke Ichina as deputy constituency secretary for the New Patriotic Party. And delegate Mama Betty, polling station, ward coordinators Mama Betty, indeed. Yedibenya Ijokomo Eka Day. Yaka like West Coast Yama Utumwani. Ke in the Ahna ya also na Yabali show Yaba Yagalo. As a solar Yenibenya Pascal Kweku Moso Wane Ya Ehna Yamu. Ma yele that's so Yasi Bebre. He is an executive constituency executive member for National Democratic Congress. But some people just say come later was I can say okay no in fact politicians indeed Bedeko and it's just sharing of ideas sometimes I'm bored shows where you think about it is or more team Bedeko you show that but and that is the beauty of politics that was it Mamela Abiela Mo Israel Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, one yella biela ase poker nyane mele ahnane ya uma yevale jumali le yeva yelelo. Earlier on Queen Dazzle ne manuma Prosper anan bawale ma yevale sports bit yehale me kolozo ye schools. Mamela basi bebre. That's why mela me production team basi indeed but the mother pa ma e kolozo mu ati mo Eba ma young woman. Mamela was also more rally I used no data about rally one West Coast me kind like a wasi yamira. Mamma milli Juma Chiame, but from me Emmanuel Kofi Yeboa. A cocoon instead on the zoo about from me Nana Kofi Mercy. Blawasika rally, Yami Adame, he say, but Emomi, your health segment, our health. Nti makwanzi lechebela bobo 12 ya sefa meso yefa yebro yala wase bebre.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't.